Hi, my name is Juan Castaneda, and I'm going to talk about my idea for a startup. My idea for a startup is a company called Mood. Mood is a company that is going to offer a lot of services in means of transport that are car rental, short drives, driver contracting, and electric scooters. But why did Mood come up? Mobility in Bogota nowadays is a challenge for everyone, citizens, authorities, and rulers. There have been several proposals trying to make to decongest the capital roads, but the expected results have not been yet obtained. These initiatives have managed to reduce only a few minutes on the travel times to the city, but is still not enough for the cities. For this reason, we came up with the idea of Mult. So our idea in Mult is try to improve all the mobility in Bogota by offering a wide range of transportation services, like I mentioned you at first. But now I'm going to explain you one by one all of these services. So the first service we're going to offer is the rent. The idea of the rent is not only offer one mean of transport, but we are going to offer a variety of transports that are scooters, cars, and motorcycles, and bikes too. So depending on your preferences and necessities, you can you can pick you can pick your favorite method of transport, but in Mood we recommend scooters for short rides, car for long rides and medium rides, motorcycles for medium and long rides too, and bikes for short and medium rides. And in the rent, the prices are going to be calculated by the mean of transport you choose and the time that you spend in it. Now, our second services is driver contract. For driver contracting, we're planning to take the model of viewer by connecting people who are looking for rides with previously checked drivers by us. That means that we're going to check all the all the antecedents and that the driver have the corresponding documents to to do that services, and we're going to check that also they are disposed to provide these services in the better way possible, and this service will be provided in cars and also in motorcycles. The price will depend on the length of the ride and the demand at the moment of the request of the service. It, if the demand is so high at the moment of that you request the service, it can apply a dynamic rate by the calculated by the amount of people that are also requiring the service. Our third service is the service of sharing rides. The idea of this service is to mix the two previous services by renting a car or contracting a driver but sharing the ride. In this case, we also have to check the documentation of the driver to assure that we can provide a good service and a legal service. In the case in renting, this will consist on making cheaper the rides by when a person rents a car, agree to pick up people on the way to his destination. In the driver contracting, the idea is like Uber Pool, who match people with similar destinations who are near to share the ride. So to explain myself better, one will consist in that the person who rents the car is compromised to pick other persons in his way to his destination, and in driver contracting is like I said before, like Uber Pool, a driver who is of our company pick various persons in who match on their ride. So who is our target audience in Mult? In Mult, the target audience, it will depend on the service that the person is going to choose. For in rent, for example, for rental, the target audience are people of legal age who can come with a driver license according to the vehicle and a credit card to do the payments. For driver contracting, our target audience are people from all ages on cars and people of 16 or more years in motorcycles who can afford the ride. In short rides, in this modality, for short rides, it will apply only for cars and it will depend in the modality you're going to choose. Because if it is the modality of rent, the car, the rent of a car, the person must have a driver license to start the ride or continue it when the actual driver has finished it. But if it's by driver contracting, the target are people from all ages. For in the services that we are going to offer for all ages are the driver contracting and the chartered rides, but only by by a by a driver of our company, because we want that people of all ages can can use our services, and like if a father want to transport his son, it will be sure that it that he is going to go to his destination with no problems. And now for the services related to rent of bikes and scooters, we think that an appropriate age to do this, our target audience in these services are people with 15 or more, with 15 or more ages, because we think this is an appropriate age to have the responsibility to drive one of these. And our ideal mood is that the most of people are included to use our services. So for our budget, we do an estimated of how many how many of each mean of transport we are going to buy for the start of the company. So for cars, we estimate that we are going to buy 50 cars for the beginning and at an average price of 20,000 each, for a total of $1 million. In scooters, we estimate that we are going to buy 250 for the beginning at $350 each, for a total of 87,500 dollars at total. For bikes, we estimate that we are going to buy 250 bikes at a price of 100 $100 each, for a total of 25,000. In motorcycles, we estimate that we are going to buy the same amount of motorcycles and bikes. That means that we're going to buy 100 of motorcycles at a price of 100 each too, for a total, not a price of 100, sino a price of $1,000, for a total of $100,000. So with this, we estimate that we are going to have a fleet of 650 vehicles at total, and this fleet is going to cost us the amount of $1,250,500 at total. In other costs for the budget, we estimate that we are going to use $10,000 to pay a company to develop our app and be a good app with all the functionalities. In advertising for the start of the company, we estimated a budget of $5,000 to facilitate that the people know the company. And in salaries, we are planning that we don't need very much people, so we are going to use only $10,000. And for the lease of an office that is going to be our center of operations, we estimate that amount of $10,000. The amount of the salaries and the lease of the office is going to be monthly, so we have to pay it all the months of the year. So in terms of advertising, our idea is to be fully based on advertising the social networks, that are the most used today, like Instagram. In Instagram, Instagram offers publicity package for business by putting some publication advertising of the business in the feed of the person that are using Instagram. And we think this is a good idea because nowadays many people use Instagram. Another social network we are going to use is Facebook because like Instagram, they show your advertisement in the feed, or when you are going to watch a video, sometimes it reproduces an advertisement video before you see the video you wanna see. Other one is YouTube, that is like Facebook. In YouTube, you sometimes you watch a commercial in the start of in the middle of a video of some company. So we think this advertising is our better opportunity to access to our target audience, because like I said it before, nowadays the most of the people that is our, is in our target audience is using the social networks all the time and every day. So in the term of competitors, we do a research to know where are our principal competitors, and we discovered that in our area we have a lot of competition. And that these competition are big companies big, that started a long ago. In car rental, we have Carby and a movie. This is like the exception because Carby and a movie started recently. There no have too many time in Bogota, but we discovered that these companies are already big, considered big. In shared rides, we only have Uber with their service of Uber Pool. For driver contracting in cars, we have Uber also offers these services. Didi, Cabify, and Bit, who are very big enterprises for driving contracting. But in motorcycles, we have Pickup, that is a company that is taking force here in Bogota because many people use it. In electric scooters, we have Lime, Movo, and Green. That this also is a new service here in Bogota, but these companies are big, are already big, and have experience in other cities like Mexico and Argentina. So with this, we notice that we don't have any competition for the shared drive with an user as driver, and in the rent of motorcycles and the rent of bikes. And these companies that we mentioned in our competition, that are also other startups, that companies that started as startups. The most clearly startup here in our competition is Uber, that is a very famous case, and also is an enterprise that I have researched in the first part of the project. And and then and the other are also startups. Beat is also startup. Didi is also startup, that but they started in different places and at different times. We think that our startup in the company, in the services that we're offering, is new because in fact, if we offer services that other companies offer, but no another company offers all these services all in one app.